Is there something that you desire to have in your life? More money, more love, more peace, etc. I'm going to share with you today the information that keeps coming through for my clients when I'm channeling for them. I am a channel. I channel a group of cosmic beings that are here to help us on our human journey, and they have a vantage point of our situation outside of this realm, outside of human emotions. And as if they were looking in at the labyrinth and they can see how they can maneuver us through the labyrinth. We're in the labyrinth and they're here to guide us through. So I get this a lot. I get a lot of clients who come in and they want to know how to experience more joy, or they don't love their job and they want confirmation on what they should do about that, etc. So I'm going to share a specific example about a client that I assisted today. We'll call her Jane. She, one of the things that came up in our session today, which is one little piece, there's always so much that comes up. There's hours of content that comes in for each client whenever I channel for them. One of the things that came up is that she wanted to be engaged. She's been with her partner for going on almost 10 years, and she's watching everyone around her, and her perceived, she's perceiving that many other people are getting proposed to, and she hasn't been proposed to, and she was feeling that that's what she wanted. And she was telling me that her partner would rather have a child first and then get married. So when I asked her, what my guides are always nudge me on the questions to ask, because some of it's to help the client identify these things on their own, and some of it's to help me understand what they're going to show me when I channel. They said, why do you want to get married before you have a child? And she said, because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get married and then have the kid. And they went in and proceeded to, and I'm going to share this with you today, share with her that, first of all of that is those are human belief systems. That didn't come outside of this planet. That isn't a universal law. That didn't come from God or Jesus or whatever higher power you believe in. This is a human made construct. And what they said is, when we are basing what we want in life on concepts that were created by humans and not truly based on a place of what we want, what's going to bring us joy, instead of going external to say, well, what does society expect? What do my parents expect? What do other people in my life expect? When we make decisions based on what society says should happen, we deprive ourselves of actually creating what it is that we want and bringing in what it is that we want. So when they shared with my client that having the belief system that getting married first is important before you have a kid, she's depriving herself of having a child with someone that she loves because of a belief system that's getting in the way. What they said for her to do is to journal on, where does this belief system come from, and use this as a tool to connect with her partner and find out, why does he prefer to have a kid first over marriage? Because they have conflicting views on marriage, which is a clue that it's time to go deep and find out, where do these belief systems come from, and where can they get rid of belief systems that aren't serving them? Because again, any belief systems that we have typically come from our caregivers, societal conditioning, religion, education. And when we peel back the onion and ask ourselves, why do we believe what we believe, we realize that majority of the time, it's a belief system that has been implanted, probably from childhood and throughout our life, that we can choose to let go of at any time. So what they shared with her is that what she needs to be doing, or there's never a need, they don't really talk like that. What would support her is, when she is faced with a decision to make, to find out if that decision that she wants to make, is that coming from what she thinks she's supposed to do, or is it coming from a place of what she knows will bring her joy? And this guidance comes in constantly. My guides and this group of beings that I channel, they always say one of the most important things you can do in this lifetime is chase your joy. Not only is joy the actual connection to your higher self speaks to you through joy. Your higher self is your navigator in this life. When we connect to our higher selves to receive our life guidance, it will always guide us to our highest timeline. Joy, abundance, whatever it is that you seek. When you're allowing external belief systems and people to dictate how you live or dictate the choices that you make, you will never align to your highest timeline, ever. And that is usually the reason why you are feeling like something is missing, or you're feeling low vibrational, you're feeling despair, anxious, etc. It's because you're disconnected from your higher self's guidance, and you're allowing an external program, society, or people's belief systems to tell you how to live. And I thought that was so beautiful. This comes in all the time. So the takeaway today is, when you are trying to get something in your life, when you're trying to create, when you're trying to direct your life to a better place, a better job, a better partnership, a better relationship with your children or your family, etc. Ask yourself, number one, why do you want that? Why do you want the thing that you want? Is it truly coming from a place of going to bring you joy? Or is there any type of tainting that is coming from what you believe society expects from you? And then if you find that it comes from within, it's something that's going to bring you joy, then have trust and take action on that step, regardless of what society says is going to happen. Because society's the programming of society is everybody else's belief systems coming into a conglomerate of a belief system that we start operating from, and it's not individualized to our unique individual path. That's only going to come from within, and it's always going to be aligned to joy, and your higher self will always speak to you through joy. Your higher self is never going to speak to you through fear. Your higher self will never create any doubt. Your higher self will never make you feel anxious. Any low vibrational feeling such as fear, resentment, shame, guilt, confusion, it's never from your higher self. It's coming from a conflict of programs that are running in your mind, in your psyche, a conflict of programs against what your higher self is trying to tell you. Your higher self will always guide you through joy. Would love to hear your thoughts. Drop your comments. Thank you for being here. If you want to know how to work with me on my guides, check out my website. I'll see you in the next video.